Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about Bill Murray and the new allegations that came out against him. Frankly, I had no idea these allegations were even out there, and I'm kind of surprised. Now, maybe it's just me who missed it, but there are articles dating back to like 5 days ago, and you'd think that a story like that would go relatively viral. But I haven't seen like any trending hashtags. I haven't really seen anything on Twitter about it, which is kind of surprising, like I said, because you'd think that a story like that would make big news, especially because of the circumstances. The circumstances being that maybe this is not making big news because Bill Murray has been in quite a few scandals involving allegations against him. Various ones, but most of them in regards to violence and violent behavior verbally as well. So maybe that's why no one's talking about it, because this is in a way old news because it's continued to happen. But at the same time, I don't really feel like that's an excuse. I have a few things I need to look at on my computer, so if you see me looking down, sorry about that. Okay, so it's funny because the way I found out about this is a spam email that was like, uh-oh, Bill Murray might be getting canceled again. So for once, spam emails did something useful apart from annoying me. Bill Murray was spotted for the first time since inappropriate behavior scandal. Aziz Ansari was making a movie called Being Mortal. Bill Murray was part of the cast of that movie along with Seth Rogen, bunch of other people, big celebrities. He was accused of inappropriate behavior on set. Now we're going to talk about what that inappropriate behavior is. Now the film production has been halted since these allegations have come out, and as of when I'm filming, there's no real update on what's going to happen, if the film's going to continue with him, without him, if at all, we'll see. So the allegations, they've been rather vague. There isn't a lot of concrete information of what inappropriate really constitutes in this specific instance, but it does say that he was touchy, quote unquote, with women on set. Now, what does that touchy mean? Now, the majority of articles don't really say what exactly these allegations are. I did find an article, and I'm gonna see if I can find it again because I think I X'd out of it because it didn't have enough information. Now, I was finally able to find the source that mentioned how he was touchy. Now, this is to be taken with a grain of salt because frankly, we don't know who this source is and it's not confirmed by any of the women on the actual set. He was very hands-on touchy, not in any personal areas, but put an arm around a woman, touched her hair, pulled her ponytail, but always in a comedic way, a source told Page 6 last week. It's a fine line and everybody loves Bill, the source said, but while his conduct is not illegal, some women felt uncomfortable and he crossed the line. Obviously, we need to hear from the actual women, the people who felt uncomfortable, because like this quote unquote source might have a vested interest in protecting Bill or making things seem like they weren't as bad as they were. And I think saying it's a fine line and everyone loves Bill is kind of inappropriate because it's like if people felt uncomfortable with the fact that people love Bill doesn't negate that, and it's just like, how is that really relevant here? Whether they love him or not doesn't change if his behavior was inappropriate or not. Does that make sense? However, what I do want to discuss for a second is Bill Murray's history. Now, I don't want to go through every single person who has allegations against him because I'm just going to scroll through an article on the Los Angeles Times, and it gives you like small kind of summaries of allegations he's had against him or things that actually factually happened that are documented and that other people witnessed, okay? So let's just look at that for a second. So here you see, scrolling, there's quite a number of people that he's had issues with, and these are just like high-ranking people. I'm sure there are other people that may not be, you know, like A-list actors or something that also had issues as well. I mean, if he's had issues with this many people, it's hard for me to think that there aren't other people that we don't know about, but that's my conspiracy, allegedly. There are a couple examples that I did want to use just to kind of illustrate what kind of allegations have come out in the past. So one of the most famous ones, I suppose, and one that I knew about without even researching is his ex-wife, Jennifer Butler. In the divorce papers, she alleged that Murray hit her in the face and then told her she was lucky he didn't kill her. That allegation is really scary, so that would indicate a high level of violence. Another popular one is Laura Ziskin. So there was a movie called What About Bob? Laura Ziskin was the producer and said that Murray threatened to throw me across the parking lot and then broke my sunglasses and threw them across the parking lot. And then Ziskin also said that Murray playfully threw her into a lake during a disagreement on the set of the 1991 comedy. This is definitely, again, somewhat violent behavior, not as violent as what we read about with his ex-wife. But again, it's certainly inappropriate in the sense of you don't throw a producer into the water. Like, I mean, we don't know the circumstances. Like if you're super tight with someone, I guess you could playfully do that and they happen to be a producer, but I don't think that is the case here, especially after threatening to throw someone across the parking lot and breaking their sunglasses. I don't think you're that tight. And yeah, so I can't really fathom a scenario where playfully throwing the producer into the lake wasn't like resentment. So another one, and the last one that I'm going to talk about, is with Richard Dreyfuss. He also was part of the movie What About Bob? And he described Murray as a drunken bully in a June 2019 interview. And this is what happened, allegedly. Intoxicated upon returning from dinner, Murray allegedly approached Dreyfuss and screamed at the top of his lungs, "Everyone hates you, you are tolerated." There was no time to react because he leaned back, he took a modern glass-blown ashtray, he threw it at my face from only a couple feet away, Dreyfuss added, and it weighed about 3/4 of a pound, and he missed. He tried to hit me. I got up and left. I think there is a pattern here. Whatever these new allegations are, they might not be as severe as some of the stuff we've seen here and in the past, but I mean, it's definitely concerning, and it's surprising that not more people have been talking about it. Like I said, maybe I just missed it. One thing for certain is that this is a pattern that's been going on for quite a while, and it's just surprising, and at the same time not surprising, that we haven't seen any real consequences. Like, I've heard stories about Bill Murray since forever, and there's never been anything to come of it that I've seen anyway. So you guys can let me know what you think. Do you think he keeps getting away with it because he's a celebrity and that's typically what happens? Or do you think it's just a lot of the times there's not enough evidence to actually do something about it? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.